My name is Alan Harrington. I'm Ojibwe. I'm from Shoal Lake 39, but residing here in Montreal. I have a family that's from Guinness-Adage, and that's where I kind of place my roots. I'm part of the 60
Scoop?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And for myself and my twin sister, we had to relearn our culture. It was a long process, and it's been such a good journey, for my life there, and I have nothing to regret on. And now with my children, I get to teach them the stuff that I lost.
Yeah.
Even better, my kids can even speak the language.
Okay.
And for myself, I still try to speak it, but I can't. The process of healing,
Right.
is there.
Because
So-
your kids, you said you try to speak the language, but not so much, but they can. So it's like with every generation, you guys are kind of getting closer and closer to like reclaiming because you shared that with them.
Yeah. The first kind of style dancing that really intrigued me was the men's traditional. And this is what the men's traditional is. In different nations right across Turtle Island, we men's traditional, the northern style that you see here, we wear big bustles. Majority of them are eagle feathers. There's a lot of different teachings right across Turtle Island that are almost the same way, but a little different. It's almost the way my elder taught me is that you have to earn your wings.
Okay.
It's like you have to earn them.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of protocols, there's a lot of stuff that you have to follow, as best as you can.
Before you can actually earn the feathers for your bustle,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
When I earned this, it actually sat on my shelf for almost 5 years
Okay.
before I was able to take it in. Because for me, it was about relearning. And when I wanted to get into dancing, it was intimidating.
Yeah.
And a lot of us that are trying to learn our culture, we don't know if we're doing it, the right way or the wrong way.
Yeah.
And that has taken so long to get over that. But now I'm there now, and I'm dancing proud. I'm holding up what is passed on to me, and now I'm able to pass it on to my children. I was growing up in the white society. My adopted parents, they tried their hardest to have as much of the culture
Okay.
with us, but they tried,
Yeah,
and
there's
it's
only
so
so
hard.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
for
was
sure.
so hard growing up. But when I dance now, I dance for myself, with my spirit inside. I dance for creation. I dance for the eagle that I honor and I wear. I'm very grateful, very,
Yeah.
very grateful. And I'm hoping that I can have many, many more years to keep teaching and to keep sharing what I've learned over the
Yeah,
years.
for sure. Do you think that it's important, like, that you share the story of where you're from down here in Montreal?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's very important to share your stories from wherever you're, like for Ojibways, we're nomads,
Right.
We traveled all over the place, we never settled down. And I still feel that that's still in me right now. But I have set my roots here, and, eventually I do want to go back home.
Okay.
Eventually, once my kids are growing up and they're looked after, then yeah,
Then
I'm gonna,
you want to go back to...
to my community.
Okay, interesting.
When I dance, I showcase storytelling. It might be different from another dancer.
Right, because everyone has their own...
Exactly, their own spirit, their own what they want to do, and the key is to be open-minded, to have an open heart,
Yeah.
and not to be so judgmental.
You mentioned before how when we're relearning our culture, we're not sure if we're doing it right. Do you now feel confident that you're no longer in that space where you're like, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right?
Yes, yeah, I still go through that.
Okay.
But you know what? I've learned from experience not to be so caught up in emotion.
Okay.
And I think a lot of us have to learn, you know, to take a step back and take a breathe before we speak.